Aisha. Good afternoon, children. Start again. Good afternoon, children. Today we are going to learn about the. इधर दिख नहीं रहा हूँ मैं तो. ऑफलाइन है, लाइव स्ट्रीम ऑफलाइन आ रहा है. आफ्टर 5 minutes, ओके. अच्छा. Okay. Good afternoon, children. Actually, when we were learning about the squares and square roots, at the time I told you that we will get the. At the time I told you that we will get the square root of a number. There are actually some rules are there now to find out the square root of a number by using the C. One method is there. What is that number? Actually, by adding odd numbers, so consecutive odd numbers. By adding the consecutive odd numbers, we will get the answers of the square numbers of the numbers starting from 1. It means 1 square. First odd number is 1. After that, consecutive odd numbers means 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. That is the 2 square. And 1 plus 3 plus 5 is equal to 1 plus 3 plus as well as 5 is equal to 9, that is the 3 square in that way. But here it means that is the first 10 odd natural numbers is n square. So we can say that the sum of first 10 odd natural numbers is n square. Understand or not? It means what is the rule we can learn? We were learning that there if there is only one number, its square is 1 square. That is equal to 1. If there are 2 odd numbers, consecutive odd numbers, their square is 2 square, that is equal to 4. If there are 3 consecutive odd numbers, their square is equal to 3 square, that is equal to 9. So this is for squares, understand or not? But now we are learning about the chapters, cubes and cube roots. Cube means what? If we are multiplying the number, same number with 3 times, then its cube will come. Understand or not? Here also one pattern is there, that is adding consecutive odd numbers. Adding consecutive odd numbers, we will get the cube root of a number, cube of a number. Understand or not? But see here, what is that? See, first one is 1 cube, that is equal to 1. Second one, you couldn't take 1 here. After 1, which numbers will come? 3 plus 5. These 3 is equal to 8, that is equal to 2 cube. And when you are going to the third number, that is equal to, you have to take the after odd number of 12. That is equal to 7 plus 9 plus 11. That is equal to 27. That is equal to 3 cube. Understand or not? So, now I am asking you, I can ask you one thing. See, here I am going to give you. So, now I am asking you. So, 3 cube is, you can express 3 cube as the sum of the 3 consecutive odd numbers. Those are 7 plus 9 plus 11. You can express 2 cube as the sum of the 2 consecutive odd numbers. Those are 3 plus 5. But you can ask me, Madam, how can we find from which odd number afterwards we have to start? You may ask me, Madam, how to find out from which you see. For example, I told you write about the 7 cube. Isn't it or not? Write 7 cube as the sum of the consecutive odd numbers. How you have to express the 7 cube? It should be expressed as the sum of the consecutive odd numbers. So, by which consecutive odd numbers you can express? Can you express it as the sum of the 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7? No. First, which odd number you have to take first? That you have to know first. Understand or not? So, for finding out that, there is one rule, that is equal to n into n minus 1 plus 1. To find out from which odd number almost we have to start. 7 cube you can express as the sum of the consecutive odd numbers. But while expressing, which odd number should be the first number? Is it 1 or 3 or 5 or 7? So what is the first odd number that should be taken for expressing the 7 cube? That we have to know first. For knowing that, there is one formula. What is that formula? N into n minus 1 plus 1. So here n is 7. What is 7 here, that is 7. So you take 7 instead of n here, and n minus 1, that is equal to, again the value of n for us is 7. N minus 1 plus 1. So that is equal to 7 into 7 minus 1, 6 plus 1. That is equal to 7 6 is 42 plus 1. Understand or not? So now this is 42 plus 1 is equal to 43. Isn't it or not? So from which odd number onwards you have to start? You have to take 43 first, afterwards consecutive odd numbers, consecutive 7 odd numbers you have to take here, because this is the 7 cube. That is equal to 43, after 45, 47 plus 51, 49 plus 51 plus 53 plus 55. Understand or not? If you are adding all these numbers, then you will get the value of 7 cube. How much it should be? 7 7 are 49 into 7. 7 9 are 9 7 are 63, and 7 4 are 28 plus 6 34. 343 should come. That is the 7 cube. This much value should come while you are adding all these odd numbers. What I told you, you can express the cube of a number by adding the consecutive odd numbers. But from which odd number onwards you have to add that, you have to first confirm that one. That is, for finding out that, you can take the rule as n into n minus 1 plus 1. This is there in your practice book. That may be practice book hai na, practice workbook, Navneet practice workbook mathematics. In that textbook workbook you can see in page number 66. There you have this formula. Understand? So for example, I am asking you find out the value of 93 as the sum of odd numbers. Find the 9 cube as the sum of odd numbers. So from which odd number onwards you have to start? You couldn't start it from 1 onwards. Understand or not? But when you are doing the square and square roots, there you have to start from 1 onwards. 1 plus 3 plus 5 in that way. But here it may not be possible. But when you are actually calculating the cube of a given number, then from which odd number onwards you have to take 9 odd numbers. For finding out the first number, there is one formula, that is n into n minus 1 plus 1. Here n's value is equal to 9, 9 into 9 minus 1 plus 1. That is equal to 9 into 8 plus 1. That is equal to 73. That is equal to 73. Understand or not? Okay. So from 73 onwards, after 73, which odd number will come? 75. So how many odd numbers we have to take? Total here 9 was given, so you have to take 9 odd numbers starting from 73. 73 is the first odd number you have to take. Afterwards, after 73, what is the next odd number? 75. Afterwards, 77. Afterwards, 79. Afterwards, 81. In that way, you have to take 9 odd numbers and you should add them. Then you will get the value of the 9 cube. Understand or not? In that way, 9 9 is 81. 81 into 9, 9 1 is 9 is 72. 729 should be your answer. Understand? If anyone is having any doubts, so this actually, remember this formula, this was given in your, to find out the first number, from which odd number onwards you have to add to finding the given numbers cube. And the first number first you have to find out. For finding out the first number you have this formula. After finding out that number, automatically you can from that number onwards the next numbers, how many, whatever the number was given, that many odd numbers you have to add. Understand or not? This is the method by doing to express the cube root of any number by the sum of odd numbers. And one more sum was given. See here, that is, see, try this. In try this, actually this was given. Yesterday actually we had done in another way. but just I told you. But for finding out from which odd number runners you have to count. Here the first odd number you can find out by using this formula. Understand? Here using above pattern, find the value of the following. One more pattern was given. See, one more. See, in try this chapter, one more example was given. That is, find out this 7 cube minus 6 cube. How to find out the value of 7 cube and minus 6 cube? That is equal to, it is in which form? See here, consider 7 as the n cube, minus you can consider 6 as the n minus 1 cube. Isn't it or not? Understand? If you are expanding, if you are writing this equation into an expansion form, then you will get it as 1 plus n into n minus 1 into 3. For getting it, you have one more formula to solve this sum. If you have given one sum, that is 7 cube minus, find out the value of 7 cube minus 6 cube, then there is one formula. If you are not ready to remember this one, nothing is happened, but try to remember this formula. Okay? Try to by heart this formula. If you couldn't remember, try to by heart, at least it should be in your mind. So that is equal to 1 plus n into n minus 1 into 3. So here n is equal to 7. The first number only 7 cube minus 6 cube was given. So the first number should only be considered as the n. So here 1 plus n into n minus 1 into 3. That is equal to 1 plus 7 into 6 minus 3. That is equal to 1 into 7 6 is 42 into 3. Understand or not? Understand or not? Okay? Now, see. 1 plus 42, 3 the 3 2 the 6, 3 4 the 12. So, that is equal to 127. To find out the value of 7 cube minus 6 cube, that value is equal to 127. If you have given any such sum, then you can do. That is what is the formula for finding out that 1 plus n into n minus 1 into 3. 1 plus n into n minus 1 into 3. Understand or not? So, to find the value of the two cube roots of two numbers, the difference between the two cube numbers. To find the value, see here. For example, 9 cube minus 8 cube. These two should be consecutive numbers. Everybody remember, these two numbers should be consecutive. It means one number should come immediately after the second number. Understand? The second number should come immediately after the first number. Here, the biggest number 9 cube, you can consider it 1 minus 1 plus, for finding out it to the value of 9 cube minus 8 cube, 1 plus n minus 1 plus n into, 1 plus n into n minus 1 into 3. That is equal to 1 plus, here n is equal to, if you have taken 9 as n, 9, you can write 8 cube as n minus 1, that is equal to 9 minus 1, that value is 8, that is equal to 1 plus 9 into 8 into 3. 1 plus 9 8 72 into 3. 1 plus 3 to the 6. 3 7 216. That is equal to 217 will be your answer to find out the value of the difference between two consecutive squares. Understand or not? Is anyone having any doubt? Same way we can find even numbers cube. So, wait a minute. Here even numbers and odd numbers. This is not for odd numbers. Here find the value of 12 is an even number in the same one. Na? Someone is asking me Swati Patel. You asked me one doubt. Na? See here I told you, see this is here 8 is an even number. These are not odd numbers. These are consecutive numbers 9 and 8. And one number is coming after the another. Isn't it or not? So 9 is the after number of 8. These two are consecutive numbers. Everybody look at the sum. If you have taken 12 and 11, though there is in them also 12 is an even number. But express the 6 cube. 6 cube means 6 is an even number. We are not asking us as an even number. But we are asking first, see, In the first sum, what I told you, express the 4 cube as the sum of the consecutive odd numbers. ये 4 क्यूब की वैल्यू को आपको odd numbers की सम जैसे एक्सप्रेस करना है. 4 is not an odd number here. Is everybody knows this? Understand or not? Swati Patel, you got my point or not?
I'm talking about the previous number.
And?
Previous number.
You are talking about the previous number.
Previous number.
What is the previous number there? Previously what I told you? So here any number, see, now I am telling you if you want to find out the value of 9 cube, whatever may be the number, simply I am telling you whether it is an even number or odd number. Previously I explained you about the 9 cube, whatever the number you have taken, but if you want to find out the value of the given number as the sum of the odd numbers, understand or not? Whether it is 9 cube or 10 cube, for finding out we have the formula that is n into n minus 1 plus 1. Understand? If it is 9 cube, then you can express it as the 9 into 9 that is 1 plus 1. That is equal to 9 into 8 plus 1. Understand? And if you have taken 10 cube, here 10 is the n. For finding out the value of 10 cube, you can write it as the 10 into 10 minus 1 plus 1. That is equal to 10 into 9 plus 1. That is equal to 90 plus 1. That is equal to, sorry, wait a minute. 10 cube is equal to n into 6 cube as the sum of odd numbers. Sorry. Here 91 will come. So 91 means, see, this is not the answer. From which odd number numbers you have to start? That's you have to find it. If you want to express the value of 10 cube as the sum of the odd numbers, then which odd number should you have to take first? Give me an example of an even number in this method. So Swati Patel, that's only I am explaining you. See, here today I am telling you about two formulas. First one, everybody look at me. See, I have given you one number. That is any number. Take it as 8 cube. What is the question? Find this up. Find the cube as the sum of the cube of 8 cube means as the sum of odd numbers. Understand or not? As the sum of odd numbers. Simply you can find its value as 8 into 8 into 8. Actually so many children what they are doing? कुछ भी दे देगा मैडम in any way. If we are multiplying 8 3 times, then also we can get the answer. But whatever the method he was asking, according to that method only you can do the sum. If you are simply multiplying 8 3 times and you got the proper answer, if you are asking me, ma'am, what if we are multiplying 8 3 times, I got the proper answer, why couldn't you give me the marks? How can I give? I am asking you that you have to find out the value of 8 cube as the sum of odd numbers. Understand or not? आपको 8 cube का values odd numbers की सम से दिखाएगा, वो भी consecutive odd numbers. So for finding out 8 cube means if you are adding 8 odd numbers starting from 1, you can't get the value of 8 cube. But if we are adding the value of the given number as the sum of odd numbers, you can get the value of square. 8 square आएगा आपको अगर 8 cube में अगर आपने 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7, if you have taken in that way 8 numbers, if you are adding them, then you will get the value of 8 square. It's not 8 cube. If you want to find out the value of 8 cube, first what we have to do, we should express the value of 8 cube not in this way, but as the sum of the 8 consecutive odd numbers. For taking that, you can't take the first odd number as 1. First, so you should know which number we have to take first, which odd number we have to take first. For finding out that number, one formula is there, that is n into n minus 1 plus 1. Understand or not? So here n is equal to 8. 8 cube we have to find out. That's why the value of 8 cube we have to express. So here n is equal to 8 into 8 minus 1 plus 1. 8 into 7 plus 1. 8 7 are 56 plus 1. 57. So here For finding out the value of 8 cube as the sum of the consecutive odd numbers, the first odd number which you have to take, that is 57. Afterwards, what is this number? 8. From 57 onwards, you have to add 8 odd consecutive odd numbers. This is the first number. To find out the first number, to find out which odd number first you have to take to show the value of 8 cube as the sum of consecutive odd numbers. First number we have to find out. What is the first number? For finding out the first number which we have to take, you should use this formula and find out the first number. 57 is the first odd number which we have to take while estimating the value of the 8 cube by using as the sum of the consecutive odd numbers. So 57 plus, after 57 which number will come odd number? 69, 61, 63, 65, 67, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 71, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 8 odd numbers. So you can express the value of 8 cube as by the sum of all these odd numbers. But which odd number you have to take first? For knowing that thing, you have one formula that is equal to n into n minus 1 plus 1. That is equal to n is the value of 8 here you have to take. So which odd number you have to take first? To know the first number we are using this formula. Afterwards, this is 8. That's it. Starting from this number, we have to add 8 odd numbers. So that, and if we are adding all these, you will get the value of 8 cube. Understand? Instead of finding out 8 into 8 into 8. Understand or not? So this is the first formula. Today I have told you two formulas. This is the first formula to finding out the first odd number for expressing the value of the cube of a number. Understand? First formula. And second formula is, and one more sum is there, one more method is there, that is what? Actually one more example was there. If you want to find out the value of two consecutive cube numbers, the difference between the two consecutive cube numbers, for example, see 26 cube and 25 cube, you have to find its value. 25 and 26, these two numbers are consecutive numbers. Consecutive means what? एक के बाद एक आने वाला. अगर consecutive odd numbers means एक odd number के बाद तुरंत आने वाला next odd number. Understand or not? Everybody got my point there. So many children didn't know such a small things. That's why that is the reason why you couldn't be able to solve so many problems. Understand or not? Solutions is that's why you are not getting. You don't have any proper idea about it also. So now see 26 minus 26 cube minus 25 cube. These two are the consecutive numbers. Understand or not? So you have to find out its difference. For finding this, there is one more formula that is equal to 1 into n minus 1 into 1 plus n into n minus 1 into 3. Here 1 plus n into n minus 1 into 3. But for 1 plus, here the first number should only consider as, you consider this one only as n. So you have to take the 26 here into n. 26 minus 1. Automatically this smaller number will come here. Into 3. That is equal to 1 plus 26 into 25 into 3. Enough? See. Here 1 plus 26, 25 are 25 6 are 25 4 100 150 na 150 में 5 15 is here 25 2s are 50 50 plus 15 650 70 into 3. So 1 plus 300 3 5 are 15 3 6 are 80 plus that is equal to 1951 is the value difference between the 26 cube and the 25 cube. Understand? There is no need to find out the value of 26 cube let's say and 25 cube in again, and again if you want to check whether this answer is true or false, then you can do it. 26 into 26 into 26 you multiply roughly, as well as 25 3 times you multiply. Whatever the answers you are getting, you subtract the second number from the first number so that you should get this answer. To find out the difference between the cubes of two consecutive numbers, we have one more formula that is equal to 1 plus n into n minus 1 into 3. 1 plus n into n minus 1 into 3. That is only given here. See, try this exercise is there in your textbook. Everybody look at your textbook. That is paper 1. है page number. Here, see, try this exercise. Actually, they have given you first express the following numbers as the sum of odd numbers using the above pattern. For finding out the sum of odd numbers, n into n minus 1 plus 1. This formula, first formula you have to use so that you will get which odd number first you have to take it. Afterwards, from starting from that odd number, you have to take 6 odd numbers. Right? So that if you are adding all those odd numbers, you will get the value of 6 cube. And using the above pattern, find the value of the following. One more sum was given in try this exercise. Here 7 cube minus 6 cube was given. 7 and 6 are the two consecutive numbers. If you want to know the difference between these two numbers, for finding out this difference, you have one more formula, that is n into n c. That is equal to 1 plus n into n minus 1 into 3. So today, to know the first number, we have one formula. From which number answer we have to start. And to know the difference between cubes of two consecutive numbers, one more formula is there, that is equal to 1 plus n into n minus 1 into 3. So everybody remember these two formulas. First learn these formulas properly, then only you can go forward. And back in whatever may be there in this cube chapter, everything is same to same, just like as the squares. Squares and square roots. So if you learn properly, then everybody can do the cubes also. Simply there we are taking the pair of numbers. Here we have to consider 3 numbers. We have to take 3 numbers. All of the sums are same. So now everybody, I am showing this book, maybe now in practice workbook everybody might have, but I want to say one more thing, you have a workbook now. So everybody open your workbook. This is not the workbook. Open your workbook and try to solve the sums. How many are there based on these formulas in that workbook. And tomorrow that is the homework to you. Okay? Do the sums related to these formulas in your workbook. Remember one thing. First, try to know. Maybe you might have this practice book, na? So everybody look at this practice book so that you can understand these formulas. Do the sums related to these formulas in your workbook. I will send you the picture also, whatever I have given to you as homework. Okay? 4. So in the next class we will continue. Okay? Thank you for doing this first. Everybody finish this. Try these exercises in page number 111 as well as there 2 exercises are there. Try to finish them.